Hello, dear friends. Do you know that you can lay the right foundation for a lifetime of health? Today, I will be showing you the 9 pillars of health. Each pillar is to help us lay the right foundation to live a healthy lifestyle and live well all through our days. Welcome to my channel. This is Coach FO. Every day we pray and ask God for long life, but there are habits we must take responsibility of, things we must do every day to ensure that yes, we will have long life, but to also live that long life in good health. And so, we will be looking at 9 different pillars that you can put into the ground one by one to help you lay a very strong foundation for a lifetime of health. The first pillar we will look at today is spirituality. That's an emotional topic. You agree with me? But I tell you, you are first a spirit being with a mind, and then you inhabit a body. Therefore, we encourage every human being to be conscious that there is a spiritual level. You must be in touch with your Creator. When a human being dies, it is the spirit that leaves the body. I tell you, when I was much younger, in fact, I think I was about 24, 25, my father's elder brother was ready to depart for heaven. And God allowed me to walk him through the process of that departure. Why? Because at age 16, my mom also walked that path, and I was the one with her. And she actually died in my hands. I was 16, she was 52. So when my father's senior brother was ready to go, he actually told me he could see where he was going and he was on the journey, but that the light is still far. I mean, what confidence. So the day he left, the Spirit of God opened my ear and I heard his spirit leave his body. And it was like a train moving. And so that confirms to me that when we will depart this world, the spirit that is in us will go back to the Creator. And that makes it important that as we live and exist in this physical world, please be mindful, be conscious, be determined to remain in touch with your Creator. Never play down or never downplay that aspect of your life. You are first a spirit being. If you go back to the story of creation, God molded man with earth, with sand, but he breathed his breath into man. That is the Spirit of God. And with that, we connect to our Creator. Never joke about it. No matter who you become, no matter who you become in life, no matter how blessed you are, let your spirit remain in tune with your Creator. Which means, like the knowledgeable people will also suggest to us, when you wake up in the morning, first be quiet. The first few hours, reconnect, meditate, go on your inside. That's when you receive ideas. That's when you receive inspiration of what to do. Meditation is powerful. It keeps you in tune with your Creator. So remain spiritual all the days of your life. Never do things that will be contradictory to what your Creator wants for you. It's part of being healthy, because if you are not healthy spiritually, every other thing will not work. Remain in tune, communicate with Him. Let only His will be done in your life. Do what He will want you to do. It's very important. That is our first pillar. So, the second pillar is about your mental health, your emotional health. These days, when we were younger, there was no emotional intelligence. But these days, there is emotional intelligence. it is now regarded as a skill for our survival in the workplace and in the marketplace. So how do you define emotional intelligence? It's just that you take charge of your emotions. Do not let your emotions drive your action. Be in control of your emotions, because before you act, you think first, and that's where your feelings comes in. Don't just behave based on your feelings. Think about it. Why am I feeling this way? When you feel in certain ways, what are the consequences? Because in your bid to be healed, it starts from your emotions. If you are not mentally stable, it's going to have a negative effect on your body. Do you know that there is a connection between the mind, your body, and your spirit? Or let me put it this way: your spirit, your mind, and your body. Like I told you, you are tripartite. The three are connected. This connection can either heal you or destroy you. I tell you, there are more than enough proofs to let you know that. Do you know that anger and hostility causes hypertension and coronary artery disease? Do you know that resentment, bitterness, unforgiveness, and self hatred causes autoimmune disorders, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and multiple sclerosis? Do you know that anxiety causes irritable bowel syndrome, panic attacks, mitral valve prolapse, and heart palpitations due to anxiety? Do you know that repressed anger causes tension and migraine headaches, causes chronic back pain and fibromyalgia? Do you know that when you live in unforgiveness, yes, somebody has offended you, yes, you have every right to be annoyed, but I'm telling you, your anger means that you are digesting poison, you are taking poison but expecting the other person to die. No, all of this can also cause cancer. Take charge of your emotions. Learn to remain yourself. Learn to guard your peace. No matter what happens in your environment, no matter what happens in your relationships, if you have bad relationships, yes, you have found yourself there, please repair. Go for counseling. And if all of that will not work, please walk away. It's better to be alive and at peace than to die in situations that you cannot help. Seek your peace and protect it. The third pillar of health: water. I'm going to talk to you about water. An interesting fact to know that the whole world is made out of water. The ground that we walk on, there's water underneath. And that's why we can boldly say we want to dig a borehole or a well, because we're still looking for water. Even at creation, God commanded water, bodies of water, to come together so that there can be land. So everything around us is still water. Do you know that your body is about 70% water? That your muscles are 75% water? That your brain cells are 85% water? Even your bones are approximately 25% water. That tells you how important water is. For every disease that has happened in the body, it is due to the accumulation of toxins in the system, meaning you are not drinking enough water. On a daily basis, we lose an average of 3 liters of water on a daily basis. And when you lose 3 liters of water, how do you lose 3 liters of water? Through sweating, through exhalation, through urination. We lose water every day, meaning on a daily basis we should drink a minimum of 3 liters of water to replenish the body and prevent dehydration. Now, if you live in dry zones, like I live in Abuja, for instance, it's hotter than most other parts of Nigeria, you need to drink more. So you have to be very intentional, calculating the volume of water that you drink. Now, every day, this is the bottled water I drink. It's 50 cl. 50 cl is 500 mils. Most of the sachet water we drink in Nigeria is also 500 mils. So look at the measurement on whichever water you're taking. So taking 50 cl bottle of water means I must drink a minimum of 6 bottles a day. So if you're drinking the bigger bottles are usually about 1.5 cl. Those ones will be 2 big bottles will give you 3 liters, or 1.5 liter will give you, that will be 2 big bottles. If it's the 75 cl bottle, that will be 4. So please drink water every day. No cold water, please, because when you drink cold water, your cells cannot absorb cold water. Let your water be warm or be at the normal room temperature so that your cells can absorb the water. When you drink cold water, it causes indigestion because it will cause the oil in your food to coagulate. It will slow down the digestive process. And once the gut is dirty, then the body will be diseased. What time should you drink water? Immediately you wake up in the morning, please drink lots of water. Don't wait until your body is thirsty before you drink water. So drink water at least 30 minutes before you eat, another 30 minutes after eating. Please do not drink water with your food for a simple reason. When you are chewing in your mouth, your brain sends a signal to your stomach that food is coming. And so your stomach will secrete gastric juices that contain the enzymes that will break down the food that you are eating. When that happens and food comes, it's good. But when you drink water with the food, then you liquefy the gastric juices, rendering those enzymes watery, rendering the juice watery, and then the enzymes will be less productive. So please, for that reason, I need to tell you so that you will understand that we're not just saying don't do this or do this. I'm telling you the reason. So drink your water consciously, but not with food. You will ask me, what if pepper enters my trachea? I got you. Let there be salt. Just put a pinch of salt on your tongue, and that will relieve that. You know why? The water you want to drink at that time will not go into the trachea. The trachea is your air, it is the tube that air passes through. So when pepper enters it by error, just cough it out. Drinking water does not bring it out. The water goes into your esophagus. It's researched that a human being can live without food for maybe 3 weeks, but you cannot do without water for 5 days. Drink clean, natural water. God bless you, and see you in our next video. Thank you, and bye-bye.